engaging celebrity interviews, exciting updates from Christian filmmakers, movie reviews so you can choose your movies wisely, and so much more here on Faith on Film with Isaac Hernandez and Holly McClure.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Faith on Film. Thank you for joining us today. You know, I'm so excited because we have a jam-packed show for you today. We have 4 interviews for you, but we are going to kick it off with Holly talking with Roma Downey. Now, Roma is here to talk to us about a series available on Amazon Prime this March 28th called The Baxters. The Baxters is based on a book series by none other than Karen Kingsbury, so you know it's going to be a wonderful series. So let's go first to the trailer, and then from there we're going to go right on to Holly interviewing Roma Downey.
Roma, it's been a long time. How are you?
I'm very good, Holly. Nice to see you. Look beautiful.
Thank you. You do too, as always. I think it's been since Ben-Hur the last time. We did the Bible series and other shows and things, but you look lovely as always. So excited to be interviewing
you. Cut all my hair off.
Yeah, especially. I like it. It looks so good. Different, but it looks good. And are you in your beautiful home right there in Malibu overlooking the ocean?
Indeed. Yes. Yeah.
Tell you. Well, first of all, you look great. I love the hair, so it looks good. I was excited to see The Baxters because, first of all, great show. 20 years, Karen Kingsbury has been having this book that's been so popular and so many. So it's wonderful to see it now in a TV series and excited for you. Is this a different role for you to play?
It was a different role for me to play, and I didn't even expect to play it because when I first read the book, I came to the project really as a fan. I read the first book. A friend gave me Redemption. I couldn't put the book down. I thought the story was so compelling. I reached out to Karen immediately and said, please allow me to option this book's series to adapt it to TV. And she agreed. And, it's just been a blessing to bring this great book series to the screen. And, we as we were casting, Karen said, would you not consider stepping in front of the camera yourself? We haven't seen you since Touched by an Angel, really, and we'd love to see you in the role. So anyway, there was so much about Elizabeth Baxter that I resonated with. She has a mother's heart. She's loves her children fiercely. She's got compassion and empathy. She's patient. She's a woman, really, I could only hope to be like. She sets the bar quite high, to be honest. But what I love most really is that she's a prayer warrior. And I have seen and felt the power of prayer work through my own lives. And I love that about this. I love this about the show. I loved it about the books. It doesn't shy away from that. They are a family of faith unapologetically. And we just really see how the themes of redemption, strength, forgiveness, love, hope, just weave their way through the whole series, and it plays out rather uniquely on the screen.
And you actually pray on the show, which is kind of rare these days to see a show where people are genuinely praying about problems.
I would think, it's true. We hardly ever see a family who stop. Now, for Christian people, it's as normal as anything else. I'm praying 100 times a day about a million different things. And it's not. I'm not always asking for something, although a lot of the times I am. But sometimes just thanking the Lord, thanking for this beautiful day, thank you for this beautiful view, thank you for this, thank you for that.
Yes.
And so it's just normal to us. But you're right, we do often see it on TV shows. And even in this first episode, we see the mom and dad intuitively know there's something wrong with their daughter, Carrie. They know there's something bothering her, something's going on. And while they're worried about her, they say, let's hold hands and pray for her. And they pray for her right there and then on the couch in their sitting room. They just call it in prayer in the name of the Lord, too. So I think that people of faith will really find it meaningful to see that
normal.
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 And anybody else that is interested in watching the show will relate to the great storylines and the family dynamics and all of that. There's plenty for everybody, but I think particularly for a Christian audience, to see a church-going family is going to be very meaningful.
And now, are all the characters Christian? Are there some that aren't? So you're dealing with that dynamic?
we're dealing with that dynamic, and we're also dealing, like, even within the family, we discover that some of the kids have turned away from their faith, and I think that we all know what that feels like too, and so there's very relatable storylines for people here, and it deals with, the first season's dealing with infidelity, but we've got substance addiction coming later. We have different illnesses. There's people dealing with guilt over accidents, and there's children born out of wedlock. I mean, it's
Normal families.
It's normal life, And I think when people hear, "Oh, it's a faith family," they think, "Oh, it's a bunch of goody two shoes." And this is it's just people living normal lives. But when they fall down, when life brings them to their knees, as inevitably life does. There's nobody's going to escape some heartache. Unfortunately, it's just the human condition. But when life brings the Baxters to their knees, they pray.
Yes, they do. And real quick, Ted McGinley, I love him. And he plays your husband, John. He's wonderful, isn't he?
I know, he's so good. And Ted really brings such, lovely masculinity, and he's steady Eddie. It's like this family needs this sort of, he's the compass, he's always knows the right thing to say, and he's got great leadership, and he was so much fun on the set. He's like a delight to work with, as in fact everybody was. It was a great young cast. My own daughter Riley is in it. She plays my daughter Erin on the show. But all the young actors are lovely, super talented. They're all going to have big careers. And Kathy Gifford plays a guest role on the show. Her daughter Cassidy is in the show. So here we have a family show made families for families, and I'm hoping that it plays out like a hope opera. So Easter is the season of hope, and Prime Video gave us the Easter launch date, so we're thrilled that March 28th The Baxters is coming to Amazon's Prime Video.
Well, I co-host the show Faith on Film, and we are going to promote this show, The Baxters, and promote you. Thank you, Roma, for being with us today. I really appreciate you.
Really great to see you.
Lots of love.
Thank you so much.
The Baxters, premiering this Easter, March 28th on Amazon Prime. Now, next, we're going to hear from 3 different people that we were able to interview, or Holly was able to interview, while we attended the NRB conference in Nashville, Tennessee. NRB, or National Religious Broadcasters, is a conference where a lot of TV people, radio people, film people, you name it, actors, producers, writers, come together to network. Now, that, of course, gave us a huge opportunity to pull them in and interview them. The first one we're going to hear from is Brett Varble, who is starring in a new series available on Great American Family called County Rescue. This is a great series having to do with first responders. So we're going to go to the trailer, and then from there we're going to go on to Holly interviewing Brett Varble, along with a couple others after that.
Okay, we work 24-hour shifts around the clock.
Got to be ready for anything. Welcome to County Rescue.
Hey, I'm Danny.
I'm Tim. Is he your first date too?
100%.
They're gonna be nice to us, right?
If you're 5 minutes early, you're late. Get in my office now.
Gotta love shaving cream balloons.
Seems like we have some things in common. Isn't it incredible what these people can do?
Booyah!
I'm impressed.
Be strong, keep your cool, and
Serve well. Will do, Chief.
County Rescue, please respond code 3.
BP is 180 or 100.
Tim, get the oxygen.
You sure you're cut out for this? I'm not going to quit.
Oh, you're safe. Your mother's right here.
Thank you so much.
No romance in HQ.
Oh, come on!
Awesome.
Ready to go save some lives?
Yes.
Okay, I get to stand by this handsome guy, so I'm like pretending like I'm interviewing, but I'm really just because I get to stand by a handsome guy, Brett. We've interviewed him before, but it's exciting because he's got a new show, a new series.
Right.
Tell us all about what it's about.
County Rescue. So I am so honored, so blessed to be a part of this show. It's called County Rescue, Great American Family. It's a show about a group of EMTs. They experience everything from faith, family, to love, and everything in between. I play the character Andy. I'm the captain of the EMT group, and so he's a bit of a prankster. He's like a little kid in a big boy's body. I mean, he's immature. He loves to pull pranks. He loves family and community. But when duty calls, when that siren hits, he puts himself into harm's way, and he goes to save lives. And so that's really one of the cool aspects of the show is that you see for the main character, she's struggling with what's my purpose in life. Has God really called me to this? Am I doing what God has asked me to do? And then you see in the ensemble, everybody's struggling with different things, and we see how faith intersects all of that as well. It's a show, I think, that's for the whole family. It's going to bring hope to everybody that watches it. It's a really exciting show.
Okay, Ham, you filmed already the first season,
Yeah,
right?
so we got the first 5 episodes filmed.
Oh, okay.
It's so great. It's going to be available in February on Great American Pureflix, and then also airing weekly on Great American Family, the cable station, as well. And if people love it and support it, well, maybe we'll have season 2. Maybe that'll become a
We're
reality.
going to make sure they have season 2
That's right.
because we want you to support it. Where can people go to find out about it?
So they can go to greatamericanfamily.com to find out more. We're on Instagram, Great American Family, Great American Pureflix, and even our County Rescue Instagram page. You can follow me on Instagram at Brett Varvel, and I'm constantly posting about it. I love this show. I want as many people to see it as possible.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, my son was a paramedic firefighter.
Oh, great.
In Orange County, in Newport Beach, actually, in that whole area. But before that, he was an EMT in Orange County, and he saw some amazing things. He was in a gunfight fire. I mean, there's stuff that happened where he was at in the Inland Empire at that time, and this is years ago. But I heard some of those stories, and some of they're not light stories. It's like, oh, you're just picking up people that can't breathe or something.
And that's something that we really wanted to do with the show. Like this is our best depiction of what real EMTs go through every day. And we know that it's probably going to pale in comparison to the real life horrors that they do see. But we wanted to create the show as a way to honor those people. These are the first responders who they see the worst of the worst.
They do.
And then they have to deal with it.
Yes.
And that's part of the complexity of the show is that what do you do with those horrific moments? What do you do when you can't save the person?
Right.
How do you wrestle with that? And so the show goes through all of that and so much more. And so it's in a small way, it's our way to honor those people and just to say thank you.
Yes.
For putting themselves into those situations for us.
And these days, it's more dangerous than ever before.
Absolutely.
And they're the ones showing up at the shootings. They're the ones showing up in the midst of people bombs and everything else going on. I mean, these days it really is. I'm not trying to over dramatize, but it is. And I remember the stories even he told before he became a firefighter paramedic. That's when he was EMT, and it was like, wow, Adam, how can you do that? And he goes, Mom, that's part of the job. It's part of what we do. So I know you're playing an actor and playing that, but still, isn't it fun to take on that role?
It really is an honor too. I think that was something that when we had real life EMTs on set to help us with just to make sure that the show looked real, and that we were doing things authentically, and to hear some of the stories that they shared, it humbled me. It humbled me, and we all of us, I speak for the whole cast when I say this, but we tried our best to make it relatable to the audience.
Yes.
Because I think that's an interesting thing about the show. Not everybody is an EMT, but we all ask the same questions.
Yes.
We all go through the same things in life, and I think that that's something that the show will really draw people in and create conversations in the family. Because like I said, it is a show that the whole family can watch.
Okay. Anything else you're involved in? Any movies we can look for you? Because
last time I salted you with something. You remember I mentioned a movie called Disciples in the Moonlight.
That's right.
So and this may be my first televised way to say this, but
a scoop.
We have a distribution deal. It's coming to the theaters in July. Yeah. So Disciples in the Moonlight, be on the lookout for it. It's such an exciting project. My heart and my passion has been in this movie for a long time. I believe it could be the start of an awakening in our culture.
Okay, now Brett, you have to come back on the show.
We're going to.
Right?
We're going to.
You have to come back and do a whole half hour on this, and we'll show the trailer and do the whole thing.
Absolutely.
And, we're going to make a big deal out of this.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm excited for you because that was something you were your heart.
And at that time, I didn't know what was going to happen. We were still in post, but the deal is done. It's happening. It's coming to theaters in July.
Oh, God's blessing you in so many ways.
Praise God.
Okay, well, listen, you guys, be sure and support the show. Again, where can you see it?
Great American Pureflix or Great American Family. Go to greatamericanfamily.com. They have a channel finder where you can put your zip code in to see where it's playing on your cable station.
Okay, and then your personal Instagram or
and then come follow me at Brett Varvel or you can search me on Facebook at Brett Varvel as well.
Yeah, and don't be creepy about it, but you can follow him.
You can follow me. It's okay.
Brett, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We
Good
love
to see
you. God bless you. Praying for you. And can't wait to interview you again about your next exciting project.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay. Okay, we've got something fun to talk about, all right? Fun and honestly important because it's a ministry. It's a special ministry for your kids and for people that maybe you know. With me is TJ. TJ, tell us about the ministry you're doing and you've got going and where.
Well, thank you very, very much. I appreciate you giving me a few minutes. So we're Kids Outdoor Zone, KOZ, Kids Outdoor Zone, and we're a ministry for the men of the church with a mission. And the mission for those men are the fatherless boys and the fathers and sons in the church and in the community. So we give the men of the church all the curriculum, all the training, all the material they need, and they take one Saturday a month to get the boys in the community who don't have dads and the fathers and sons together, and they do an activity with them. It's an outdoor ministry, so they're teaching them fishing, hunting, tools, hiking, all kinds of things outside. Holly, what we found is that half of our boys in this world don't have a dad in the home.
Wow.
The average kid today is 40 minutes a week outside, 70 hours a week in front of a screen. And so we need something to put men in those lives. And so men like the outdoors. Men need something to do. Little boys are excited about the outdoors. And that's Kids Outdoor Zone.
So this is for a special group of kids or for anyone?
Any boy 8 to 18.
Okay.
So we're a boys ministry, a men's ministry focused on the boys in the community and in the church.
And is it for like foster kids as well, or is it just it's families? I mean, I'm just trying to see who would say, "Oh, I can do that." Who would be included?
So we have a lot of foster families that they bring their boys to the Saturday groups.
Yeah.
We have a lot of single moms who bring their boys, who recognize I need my boys around some men. And so.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. I was hoping you would say that because I was a single mom, and even though they had a dad, and their dad saw them every other week, whatever, I still had two boys that still would have loved to been and do things, you know. And it's interesting because the time I was at the church, now they're grown, and you know, but at the time I was in a church, and a couple of the dads who had kids that were their friends would take them and go do things like motocross or go do things with.
Beautiful.
And it's so important. I know the importance of, especially for single moms out there, to have a ministry like this that your sons can participate in. Oh, the value. I mean, everyone else too, but I can speak to that.
Well, we have such a heart for the single moms. I was doing some interviews for a video that we're doing on some stories for our program, and I had 3 single moms that I interviewed 3 different days.
Yeah.
And during the interviews, each one of those moms, in a still, quiet moment, no kids around, just me and them, and talking about their story, they just sighed and cried a little bit about just how hard it is to be a single mom with boys.
Yes.
And so there's good men in the churches.
Yes.
You know, and so we just want to give the men in the church a tool, and this will change a man. This isn't about stacking chairs or parking cars. This is about speaking into the life of a young man, and it'll change a man in ways that very few things will, because of what he's doing in the lives of those boys. So bless you for being a single mom, and that neighbors who did motocross.
Yes,
How cool is that?
My son, you know, developed a friendship, and his father, Tyler's father, would take them out and do that with him. And it was every month they would take him out and take him to different lakes and areas and do the motocross and racing. And he was doing
KOZ.
He was. And then there was another dad who took kids camping. And I felt like even though they had a dad, busy working, couldn't always do those things with him, but would take them and do stuff. It still was important for them to have other mentors in their life. And that youngest son who did that with their kids, I mean, he kept that friendship with that boy and his father for years and years and years, and it was important. He's still a friend today. So it's important. It develops those friendships.
So good.
Where can they find out about KOZ?
So you can get information at kidsoutdoorzone.com, KIDS, kidsoutdoorzone.com. You can get all the information on how to start a group, where you can find a group in your area. They're all across the country, all around the world, and link to our YouTube channel and our videos and all the good stuff.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being on Faith on Film. We appreciate it.
God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you too. With me is Nicole C. Mullins, and this woman is special. I mean, I've been following her career for many, many years, and she has got a new album out that she's created that's very unique and different. Nicole, tell us about it.
Yes, thank you very much. And we do go way back. I mean, we're seasoned. We're not old. We're just seasoned. Okay, but I'm working on, matter of fact, it's about to be released. It's called War Songs, and it is a series, and we've started with Psalm 91. And there are 5 songs that actually teaches and declares through song, through you saying it, the whole chapter of Psalm 91. So 5 songs that goes through all 16 verses. Yes.
How unique.
Yes.
And then this is 5 songs an album. Is it other songs on there as well?
On that particular one, then on the back side of the album, or actually on the downside after you've gotten through the 5th song, all of the songs will have a performance track for you to sing along, whether it's you and your youth group, whether it's you as a family, whether it's you as a women's group, whatever it is, for you to declare the word on top of it to make sure that now you've memorized it. So, and we also have on each of those songs, I have friends in different parts of the world. Someone is, they've translated it into Hebrew, so you'll hear a version of her doing it in Hebrew. Someone else in French, someone else in Chichewa, someone else in Yoruba, someone else in Portuguese, someone else in Spanish, so that we can all declare the word of God through song and say what he said over ourselves and our families.
He that dwelleth in the secret place
of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Or he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Yeah, so
Keep
yes,
going.
I know.
I love it.
Yes,
Keep going, girl. That was awesome.
I know.
I love
so
it.
yes,
That's awesome.
oh, thank you. Then we have another one though. Then it goes into so thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. So yes, so yes, so yes. So let me tell you really quickly before I forget. So after that, so after the war songs, just so you know, I've also been just blessed to be able to have a feature part in a film that's coming out called The American Miracle. That's coming out next year, but I need you to be looking for that right now. I was so blessed to be able to play a part of a great woman. She's a hero. A she-ro that I didn't even know about until they introduced the part to me. Her name is Elizabeth Freeman, and back in the day, she was the first African-American here in the United States who actually gained her freedom. She fought for her freedom as far as through the courts, and in Massachusetts, they gave it to her. The judge and the jury said absolutely, and she was the first African-American almost 100 years before everyone else.
Wow.
Because she asked, and then subsequently, 2 years later, all the slaves in Massachusetts were actually freed. I didn't know this, and that was in 1783. So, thank you.
I just want to see your beautiful
She's been my
lips.
auntie.
I want to see your beautiful lips.
She's been my auntie mama.
I want to see her lips and her full face.
But I want you to know that that's a film that's coming out too. So that's something that I've worked on, and I'm working on a song that's going to be a part of the credits as well.
Okay, where can they find out about these things? Where can they support you and keep going and find out?
Well, they can go to my website, NicoleCMullen.com. And I'm sure if you Google The American Miracle, let's see if there is an ID for it. I have some of my producers back here. Doug, is there a site where people can learn more about The American Miracle? Yes. Is there a site?
Yep.
Okay.
Right on the back
here. Right here. I don't have my cheaters on. Okay, there we go to theamericanmiracle.movie. Okay, that's theamericanmiracle.movie. Okay, and I get a chance to be in it as well, and you'll see my handsome hubby in there for a little bit too, so you got to watch it.
Okay, now you have to come back on before it gets released.
Absolutely.
On our show,
absolutely.
And we'll talk about it and promote it and do a whole show around it, okay, with a trailer and everything.
Absolutely.
I'm excited that you're doing it. Is this your first film, or have you done others?
This is my first, I'll say, real film.
Real film?
Yeah.
Oh, and here we go.
So, yeah.
And guess who's still here even in the dark? Because they're saying it's time to go.
Because we are the light of the world.
We are the light of the world.
Through Jesus. Because through Jesus.
Nicole, again, where can people find out this album? I want them to get it and support
this album, you can find it wherever you listen to music, but also definitely go to my website, NicoleCMullen, MULLEN.com, and we'll have it there as well.
And please pray for her, pray for the album, pray for the success of this, pray for her career. This is the word going in song, which there's nothing more powerful than the word in song that goes out. And to many, and people may not know the scripture, but they may sing this song and the word gets in their spirit.
Absolutely.
It was Psalm 91 was my mother who passed. It was one of her favorites. She memorized the whole thing.
Yeah.
I know the power of memorization. And when she, at the latter days, didn't have a memory, couldn't think, the nurse came in. She said, "What's your name?" She didn't know. "What's your daughter's name?" She didn't know it. She goes, "I know you love the Bible." And she said, and she started Psalm 91. And my mother said the whole thing. And that nurse said, "It's taught me that even when people don't consciously know, the word is in them." So there's power in that word.
Yes, there is.
Power.
Yes,
I love
there
you,
is.
dear. We support you. We support you so much in everything you do.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Blessings to you as well.
Well, I hope you enjoyed these interviews that we were able to capture at the NRB conference in Nashville, Tennessee. A very special moment for me was when Nicole C. Mullins sang. She sang on our show. Isn't that wonderful? I enjoyed it so much, and I'm pretty sure you did too. We, by the way, will have more interviews for you from NRB coming up over the next few weeks. We were able to just, like I said, get a whole lot of interviews with people there. So just keep watching our show and you'll be able to watch some wonderful interviews done by some very special people that were there at NRB. I do have a very special announcement for you today. We have finally launched our website. That's right, we launched our website and I want you to visit it. Just go to faithonfilmtv.com. That's faithonfilmtv.com. You got to make sure it's not faithonfilm.tv, it's faithonfilmtv.com. You will find that we've got some great beginnings of a website. We're going to be adding more and more to it as the weeks go by, including a lot of interviews, celebrity interviews that Holly has done over the years with some big Hollywood celebrities, as well as her movie reviews on Hollywood movies. So lots coming to you from our website. So just go check it out, faithonfilmtv.com. Also, don't forget to join us on our YouTube channel. Just go check out our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/@faithonfilmtv. That's youtube.com/@faithonfilmtv. Again, we have lots of shows from the past there, and every week we'll be adding new shows, so you don't want to miss any of those shows. And while you're there, hit that little alarm. What do they call that? A little notification bell. That way you get notified every time a new show comes up. Well, we have finished our show for today. I really hope you enjoyed it again, and we'll see you next week.
Write to us at faithonfilmtv@gmail.com. That's faithonfilmtv@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Faith on Film TV. Also, go to our YouTube channel, Faith on Film TV, and hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications on our latest Faith on Film shows.